Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do do bow bow. Do 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 do. Do do da 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 da. Boo do 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 do. Ah, delicious water. Do do. Right. Get that going. Oh, it's deleted. Let's delete it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Borkware. How you doing? Good to see ya. I missed my last stream. I'm feeling a little scratchy in the throat, you know? It hasn't developed in like full-blown illness. I've been pounding the elderberry and hydrating and resting. But I missed everybody, so we're going to do a short stream today. Catch up. I did a cool project over the weekend, and I'd love to show you. I will do the hydrate. I will do it. I have to make it happen. Oh, it's nice and warm water, too. I love warm water. I'll probably be less of a fan of warm water when it's like regularly 100 degrees plus outside in the summer. But for now, warm water is A-okay by me. Ah. Wow, 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 wow. Borkware, do you still do balloons? Or is it sort of like, as my past life, I don't heck with those anymore? Just curious. Balloons are popped to me. The balloons. Exactly. They just keep pulling me back in. One more job, they say. Okay, let's see. Oh, coffee. Got my little Chinese crested. He's hanging in there. I've been taking photos of him every day since I built him. He's slowly getting older and more worthy of the crown, the title, world's ugliest dog. Although, is he? Is he? Coffee. Coffee's a good thing. Do you remember that I was making an owl head? I have a lot of, popped, a lot of brown balloons around my studio right now for that project. This was a prototype of the owl's eye. Oh, well, that didn't pay no attention to that eye. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a part we don't need anymore. Gorgeous. Leave that up there. A little bit of this. A little bit of this. It came out good. I was pleased anyway. Hello, friends. How we doing? I'm sorry I missed yesterday's stream. It was I think, did we also miss Thursday night stream? Ooh. gummies and your hand. Yeah, you do have big hands. Tiny little hand. No. We're both normal humans. I love you, babe. I'm gonna turn up your mic.
I love you. I'm a normal-sized human.
Mr. Sharp is a normal-sized human.
Normal-sized hands.
Don't you forget it.
I mean, like I'm on the large side of humans, but not like in a weird way. Just like in a normal large way.
I feel like my. Hang on just a second. Can you type something in the chat, Mr. Sharp, for me? Just say hi. Okay. Okay, I'll allow it. I feel like my Hang on a second. Oh, weird. I haven't been seeing any of this. My chat is like, you know what? I had my OBS on, and when I rate it out, and I think it's attached to someone else's chat, I'm like literally like, oh, no one's chatting. That's weird, but that's fine. Y'all were chatting. I was just like not aware of it. Hang on. I'm going to see if I can. Can I change my chat?
Okay.
There we go. Okay, it came.
I see chat now,
yeah,
too.
I got it. I got it.
Paris, bro.
McDougal, Flava Fade. I'm
It's
sorry. I'm
It's
so
a
mad.
chaos child.
Sassy Girly, Annie made it. Mid-afternoon break. Thank you.
Hey, Annie.
Scotch and vitamin C is what your dad always prescribed. I don't have a lot of scotch, but vitamin C is good.
Did you see Borkware's comment a couple minutes ago? Like when Larry Moss's Balloonacature
Sure.
came out, I made a bunch of human heads out of balloons, people. Not out of full humans. That cat batted one down in the basement. We found it 6 months later. Very small, but very recognizable.
Yeah.
And very creepy.
I love old balloons. I love shriveled old. What the heck was that? Like, was this a dragon samurai? Who knows? Who really knows?
I too like old balloons. They are, however, confounded by glue dots.
It's true. The glue dots.
That is
Look at
element
the
of
old
balloon.
Ankylosaurus.
Ooh, he's looking
Yeah,
That's
looking
good.
good. I honestly, I like the little club on his tail. Even better in this stage.
Borkware, we think that's our gallery material too.
I
We wanna
agreed.
do like a weird.
When there's a show, one of these days when I get my act together and I can pitch a show to a gallery.
Shrivelly show. Maybe you
Yeah.
should remake all the zombies.
Yeah.
So you have the zombie and then
A
you
fresh
have the
one next to it.
Yeah.
Good idea.
But then for the gallery, you'd have to like.
Hey, Paris Bro. Wants to say a big thanks to Cerny Yogi. Gifted you a sub for 1 month. Cerny Yogi dropped a huge, like a pallet of subs after we helped him out with his 48-hour film project, which was amazing. I got a chance to preview the
Are we
film.
going to show that on stream?
Once it's complete and ready for showing, we'll probably show it on Discord. It's not what I would call Muppet Show PG. That's fine. I appreciate all art.
Chaos Child got a second interview.
Nice. Let's go. That is the right direction to be proceeding.
Still in the running. Ball still in the air. So you're saying
there's a chance. Okay, so do you remember last time I streamed, I was talking about the owl mask.
Yeah.
The giant owl head that I was commissioned for. So I'd had like the eye unit made, and and actually it was here. I actually have it. The rough draft that I was working on when last we spoke. So this is what I had. I was like, yeah, I can do this like eyes and a beak thing. And then I'll weave together like the shape of the head the round, like part that goes over your head, and then I'll attach the face to the front of it, and it'll be cool. I didn't end up deviating from the plan that much. I redesigned the facial features that went on the front. I did have Rob, the balloon guy, come hang out with me to help me build the thing, which was awesome. He helped me build the first half of the woven part. And then later that night, I spent 4 more hours and built the rest of the head. So would you like to see how it came out? I obviously don't have it here still, but I do have some photos ready to share with you. Hello, Nights with the Fox. How you doing?
That is the problem with taking commissions, is they expect
You gotta
give
actually
them the art.
give them the art.
afterwards.
Yeah, but they give you money,
Yes.
which is much appreciated.
Oh.
I am an artist. I'm trying to, make a living in this world being an artist. This is the owl head mask. It looks fantastic. This is in my messy studio, of course. They wanted it so that it could be the kids, because this is for a pre-prom party.
Pre-prom.
So imagine a bunch of high school juniors and seniors all in their most glorious finery. Their mascot, their high school mascot, is an owl. So they're going to pose around it. So on the tripod, so they can all be kind of like in front of it. But then it is wearable if please won't some young teenage boy be brave enough to put a large mask on their
Some
head?
sort of a clown of
A
the
clown of the
class?
class? A classy clown. That's what we're looking for.
Well, it is prom. You want your clowns to be classy.
Exactly. I'm like, how do I advance through these photos? There were a couple, and I haven't done that. Where's the... Man, I did this. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is the profile. In profile, the mask. This is, a 3/4. This is the straight on. I'm so pleased with how this came out. I ended up changing my mind about the beak. Again, the first time I had the beak, it was a quick link balloon, a linking balloon to get like a taper, but it's so cartoony. And I ended up looking at some photos of some real, like, great horned owls.
And great horned owls are not cartoony.
Yeah,
They're
no, they
very serious.
Well, they're very narrow beaks. Yeah, honestly, this beak is probably too large
Still too wide.
for like a perfectly, to scale owl. But yeah, it you've been playing Doom the Dark Ages, and it's awesome. I've never even heard of that. I've heard of Doom. Doom. All right, and let's see here. This is, of course, you got to get me wearing it, because I couldn't see it. That's the thing, is I'm working on this owl head, and I'm like, how does it look when it's on a person? And I couldn't, like, see into a mirror when I'm wearing it. So I had to, like, take a video of myself in the studio, the camera far back enough to get it, to see what it would look like. I was very tired. This is very, very late at night. Let's see. And, of course, there it is on me at the house as I was delivering the mask, so still in good condition. And then there it is on that front patio with the stand. I have to go back on Thursday to pick up the stand. So hopefully I'll be able to hear if it was a success at that point. But I did get tipped, so I imagine they were pleased.
Oh man, I hope you get to see some prom photos.
That's what I hope. I don't.
Owl in a tuxedo.
Yes, that's kind of what I really want to see. I just want an owl in a cummerbund. Is that too much to ask
Just want an
for?
owl in a cummerbund.
Just want an owl in a cummerbund.
Come on. He's gotten back into playing Cookie Run Kingdom.
Thanks to your little cousin. I mean, that is a part about like a younger generation of people. They get a chance. You introduce them to the things you used to love, but that also gives you a chance to get back in touch with that thing.
It's so nice. That's one of the great things, is that like you show a kid something that you really are into, and like when you have your own kid and they're a baby, sometimes it's something like strawberries. You like strawberries? Check this out. And then watching them find joy and appreciate this thing, then you get like a whole fresh set of joy. You got one set of joy when you first did it yourself, and that's fun. And then You do it with a kid, you get a fresh set of joy.
Brand new joy.
Brand new joy. Open up that
Brand.
box.
You get a
Get that new
rejoy.
joy smell.
Rejoy that joy. A rejoinder. Anyway, I was very pleased with how this owl head came out. The way that it is, it kind of leaned forward when you put it on. So I angled the face so that rather than having to lift it up always, that the face was looking straight when it's leaning forward a bit. So I think that ended up working in its favor. But that's why I had to kind of take the pictures from above, because that's the angle that you see straight on when the head is being worn and tilted forward a bit.
Annie introduced
So
Danny
good.
Phantom to your other little cousin years ago.
Aww.
Someone should watch the DVD set with you.
I am loving rewatching Steven Universe with our son. We tried to introduce him to it a little too early.
Just wanted it a little too bad.
He was not that into it, but now is the time. I had to break his heart. Was it yesterday or the day before? I had to break his heart, Mr. Sharp.
Oh, no.
I had to explain to him, and
Yeah.
sorry, I should turn down the music because it was I had to explain to our son that real minerals and gems don't fuse. That, like, you can't just take lapis lazuli
Right.
and jasper
And
and
make.
fuse them and make malachite.
That's not where
That's
malachite
not-
comes from.
Actually,
Malachite's just its own gem.
I'm like, that is a fictional aspect that the show introduces, as well as the fact that that there are space aliens that
they're
are like
alive,
sentient
that
minerals.
they come from space.
Right. But I realized no one ever told him that.
How did he take it?
It was okay, but it was definitely like he didn't know that. He had
Yes.
assumed, like, he didn't think he could just smash them to get, like, he has
But he
little
was- what is
mineral
that, so-
samples.
So how does this work? You got to make them dance somehow.
Yeah,
I
but I get that, like, the brain loves that stuff. That's why I think humans love Pokemon. Like the fact that they evolve and there's like these categories. That's why I think kids love dinosaurs, because there are all of these groupings. There's the theropods and there's
some of it is real.
and some of it is real.
Lots of Steven Universe is real. They are all based on real gems.
Mm-hmm.
They're the color of those gems.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
Yeah.
So where does the line stop?
And like a lot of the emotional lessons that we learn in the show are very real. But yeah, it was one of those like, oh, I bet he thinks this is because he was saying something like, so lapis lazuli and jasper make malachite. And I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, wait, because he's like looking at a lapis lazuli and a malachite, and I'm like, but like not like not like in real life. So I felt a little bit bad, like I had maybe. It was fine.
Yeah.
He took it well, and I'd rather, you'd
gotta find
rather
the
learn
truth
that
out.
from someone who's not going to make fun of you for a misunderstanding.
And the less time you labor under those misapprehensions, the better.
Oh, you made sardonyx last week and posted on your friend's Discord. Maybe you'll post it in art. I love it. I love sardonyx.
You fused the gems.
Yeah.
I don't remember what made sardonyx.
I want to say sardonyx is pearl and garnet.
Is that the one that like gets out of control?
No.
No.
Garnet and amethyst,
gets out of control.
and that's sugalite.
Sugalite, right.
Yeah, but I think sardonyx is like the real showman,
Right, with like
the
ruffle,
triangle kind
the
of
neck
head,
ruffle.
and like the mallet.
Yeah,
It's a little, yeah.
And if you don't like Steven Universe, then this whole conversation has been
Means
very
nothing.
confusing.
Means very little.
And/or
So anyway, but that's what we did. That's what we did on this weekend. What else? What else did we have this week? We had Mother's Day.
we were very busy this weekend. We went
Yeah.
to the Getty.
Went to the Getty for Mother's Day. That was lovely.
Getty's
Our
a good Mother's Day thing. That's like a nice
It
like,
is.
Mother's Day kind of activity.
it's a beautiful space. It's there's a lot of open outdoor space for a kid to play around in if they're not that into strolling quiet galleries. But it is a gorgeous, gorgeous museum. And we highly recommend visiting if you don't.
Yeah, there are many facets
Thank you,
to it that
Annie.
are
Glad you
great.
posted it. We'll take a look at that later. The what else? Oh, and then Saturday. Saturday, I was working all day. I left at like it was like maybe a little before 9 a.m. to go deliver that owl head. Then I had to drive like 45 minutes across the city to work a 2-hour party in Venice Beach. Then I had to drive another hour and a half north to work a 4-hour Little League event. And all of this was in 100-degree Fahrenheit weather.
Saturday was a hot one, right?
It was a hot one in the valley in Los Angeles. For whatever reason, it was just like bonkers heat wave for one day.
There's this kind of heat that LA gets that just saps your battery. Like I can't explain it, but like you leave the house, you took a shower, you're all clean, you're hydrated, you got some caffeine in you got a pep in your step, and you step out into this like preheating oven of a city, and just your battery goes to like 80, 60, 40%. Just like
I mean, when I'm working, it's like, I don't know, you've probably done theater. I don't know if you've done theater. A lot of you have done theater. I think we have an appeal to theater kids.
Anything like me, you've done some theater.
Oh boy. Yeah, but like there's a real thing where like the adrenaline takes over, and you can power through, being sick. Whatever unsavory conditions, exactly. And that does happen to me when I work.
Sure.
When I'm working, it's like it's 100 degrees. It doesn't matter. I do like to be hydrated. I do like to be in the shade. And I was. They did make sure we were in the shade.
Shade is good.
97 degrees in Sacramento. Woo! Yeah, the first part of my event on Saturday, I was under like, an easy up, like pop-up tent. The shade that an easy up tent provides is not as effective as the shade that like a building provides.
Yes.
So they did move us to the shady side of like a building about an hour in, and it was like, oh, this is so much better. So much better. Yeah, 97 on Saturday and 77 on Sunday.
Sunday was still fairly warm for us, but it was much nicer than Saturday. And then today it was like cool.
Yeah, it was like the 80s on Sunday, I feel like, which is, I like the 80s. I love the 80s.
You're like Michael Ian Black and House Sparks.
Exactly.
Love the 80s.
I love the 80s. You know it. Fellow thespian, yeah! Yes, Richie, you get it. Descending into the force. I kind of like that. It's very majestic.
I just think it was like show mode.
Show mode?
Your body goes into show mode. You all of a sudden don't have to poop.
Yeah. You don't have to puke. Your cough is suppressed somehow. One time, I remember in like my high school musical, it was senior year. There's this like last scene between me and this other character, and it's like the last scene of the play, and I had to cough very badly. And I was like, don't cough, and I'm holding it in, and he's like, his character's got this big speech he's giving to me, and like a tear rolls down my face. Everyone was like, you're amazing! And I'm like, I'm just trying not to cough directly into this microphone. So as soon as it like, I'm like, thank you, like whatever, and like when I said it, but it sounds all like emotionally choked up, and like ran off stage. They had like duct tape our microphones to us. I'm like ripped it off. I'm like,
that's why you gotta have a little mute button.
Yeah, they probably did, but
I
was
in
a
the
dumb
radio
kid.
They literally call that the cough button.
Oh,
Just your little mute. You mute
I mean,
yourself,
I have
just
one
like,
here.
Badoop, cough, badoop. Yeah.
Ta-da, see?
Boom.
Perfect. Professional. Yes, Richie, it's showtime, baby. Exactly. Something can't go horribly wrong. It's not theater.
I remember in my
Which is
senior
why
year
life
of high
is theater.
school, we were doing the play that shall not be named, which has a reputation for things going wrong in it. And
No.
the last night I went out with some friends that afternoon for lunch, and we got like sandwiches from this place that I had enjoyed many times before. And it was one of those things where as soon as you eat it, your tummy just goes like, and you're like, I'm not sick now, but like my tummy is like giving me some kind of message. And then like heading up into the show, like I could feel it coming. I'm like getting like sweaty and like I'm like sitting down and like not wanting to get up.
Like
you
Maya
know?
Rudolph and Bridesmaids.
It's like exactly like I'm fine. And then showtime came and like I stood up to go, whoa!
Ah! We got followed! This talk of your tummy troubles inspired a low-fly birdie.
Oh well, let's see how they feel when we get to the
sweet birdie.
So like it's getting close to showtime.
Yeah.
And I stand up and I'm like, all right, let's do it. And I'm like, wait, hang on. And just throw up. You know how in stairwells you go down and there's a little landing and then you go down?
Uh-huh.
Threw up in the little landing.
Were you in costume and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was just
did you
like
miss did you get into a bucket or anything?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no.
It's just like oh, this is happening. Shabam. And they're all like, do we need to stop the show? Do we need to stop the show?
We're a nice place. Birdie, I'm sorry. It's not normally like this. Hi, hello. Oh, my gosh. But also, is it a little bit like this? Birdie, hi. It's nice to meet you. I'm a balloon artist. This is like an example of some things I've made in the past. This weekend, I just made this enormous honkin' owl mask, which I love. Look at this thing. It's gorgeous. It's wearable. Wait, hang on. I'm going to show you me wearing it. Anyway, I can make anything out of balloons. Blah, blah, blah. But also, I talk a lot. And I'm here in the studio with my husband. That's the lower voice that you're hearing, Mr. SharpBalloons.
Yeah, so then we did the show.
So you did the show.
Yeah,
he's on mic.
that
He's
was
not
fun.
on camera.
I did the story.
I like your. You have a lot of interesting vomit stories, Mr. Sharp.
Wow, thanks. You really know how to compliment a guy.
Won't you please regale us with the story of your prom?
Why?
Because you reminded me
Oh,
of it.
yeah. Well, we got one puke story, and might as well do two. Just like get 'em
Who's
back to
okay?
back.
Wait. You know what? You know what? That's fair. We should let chat have it. Okay, one's in the chat if you want to hear Mr. Sharp's alternate vomit story.
Jeez
Two's in the
Louise.
chat if you're like, this is a nice place. We can move on.
Jeez Louise.
We can move on. No hard feelings. I get it. You know. In the meantime, please take a look again at our old Ankylosaurus balloon. This puppy is over a month old at this point. I don't think he's gonna shrink too much more. Like maybe the tail will shrink a bit more.
There's a couple little bubbles there, but mostly.
Yeah, he's mostly all the way like shrankadanked. You know what I mean? I kind of love it. It's a fossil. Oh, Mr. Sharp, I'm seeing no twos at all.
No, you're correct. This is pretty.
You have only yourselves to
pretty
blame.
runaway. All right.
It's the greatest. This story, when Mr. Sharp told me, I was like, this needs to be a scene in a movie. And you may have heard this story before if you've been in our community for a long time. Like Flava, I'm sure you've heard this. But please, Mr. Sharp.
Shana knows her audience. So this is also my senior year of high school. I guess both of my
This is a busy
my
year
top
for you.
throw up stories are senior year of high school. And
Checks
so
out.
went to prom with my serious high school girlfriend.
Serious. We're serious, Mom.
But also things weren't like going great. Things were winding down.
Oh,
shall
gosh,
we
I
say.
really hope it worked out for you.
It did not.
It's okay.
Wait, and you don't, because that
Yeah.
would mean that I was. What if it was you? What if this was like the? And that was Shana. We've been together since high school. No, not true. Another lady, very nice lady. She's a nurse in Kentucky or something now. Things aren't going well. I come home from school one day pretty bummed out, and I do a thing that I would not suggest.
Don't do it.
young people do, I snuck into my dad's alcohol supply cabinet. And I realized that if you just drink a little bit of each one, then it's like,
You know, the smart thing to do,
notice.
mix all the alcohols.
Yeah, just a little bit of
Yeah.
each one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to hurt the gin's feeling when it sees you take like a quarter inch off the tequila.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, what about me?
I, at the time, had not experimented much with the alcohols, but this seemed like a great idea.
Seemed like a
and
great idea at the time.
Say an hour, 2 hours later, my body was telling me that it was, in fact, not a great idea.
Oh, interesting.
And like a friend of mine called to see how I was doing, and I was like, not doing well on the phone.
Not good.
So she came over to like babysit me, which is great as an 18-year-old when you need to be babysitted. And while we were hanging out watching, I think like Princess Bride or something, I get a phone call from the tuxedo company.
Ring, ring.
It's like, hey,
Hello, tuxedo company. Return your tuxedo, please.
tuxedo's due today. If you don't bring it back, we're gonna charge you, poor high school kid, like $80 or something.
What? That's a fortune.
It's a fortune.
In high school dollars?
In high school dollars, when you don't
That's
have
a
a
fortune.
job, where are you gonna get $80?
Can I pay you back in inches of alcohol?
I would like to pay you back as soon as Christmas happens and Grandma sends me a check for $100.
Right? So, yeah, okay.
Do
So,
you accept IOUs on Christmas checks? But
so poor Mr.
I
Sharp.
am not in shape to drive. So
No.
my
Smart
dear
decision.
friend Jennifer agrees to drive me to the tuxedo place to return the tuxedo in my beleaguered condition. And so we go and we get there, and I'm doing the return process, and I feel it come on, and I say, hey, do you guys have a bathroom? And I have no idea if I was outwardly drunk. I assume I must have been, because I
You're
was
a kid.
18. It's not like I had practice holding my alcohol. And I run off to use the bathroom, but it's down a hallway and it comes on very fast.
I can see this. The movie scene. The hallway gets longer.
And there's and in the hallway there's a what do you call it? Like
a rack.
Garment rack.
Yeah.
You know, like one of the wheelie things with the long
With a
bar
bunch
that you hang things on, with a bunch of wedding dresses on it.
wedding dresses on a rack
And
down
I
the hallway.
Do like a garden hose watering the row of begonias, just right across. Blam.
A line
The full.
of wedding dresses.
I wish I had the video of this so that I could tell you, like, were they in bags? I don't know. Were they new dresses going out to young brides who are excited for their nuptials the next day? Are they rented dresses that are coming back?
Were they? Yeah, we're like these are going to the dry cleaner right after this. Like, hopefully.
Are these floor model dresses for people to like try on and
Not
actual
anymore.
dresses? I don't know. I don't have an answer for this. I cleaned myself up in the bathroom very fast, and we like booked it out of there. Did not look back. Never got a call.
And they had your number.
They had my number because they called me to bring the tux. So I don't understand why they didn't put together that drunk kid who was like, hey, I gotta go use.
I gotta go down this hallway. They're like, was it him or was it someone else?
Who could have done this? Please call in Detective Clouseau, the only mind sharp enough to put together this mystery.
Yeah, exactly. Punch it, Chewy. Exactly. Jennifer's like, why are you calling me Chewy? But yeah, it's one of those, it just feels like a teen comedy
I get it.
moment. Like,
I get it.
It's too cinematic.
I can see the fake
the hallway,
vomit
the
spray.
dresses, the slow motion running, and then the poor decision to turn one's head in a particular direction.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, it's like an American Pie
Yeah.
scene. Oh, it was so good.
And the great thing about movies like that is that you get to do a new generation of those every few years. You
It's
know,
true.
American Pie. Those are old people.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are movies of your dad's generation. They're talking about like internet dial-up stuff and very inappropriate behavior that would not even fly in a
No, and
sex
it
comedy
shouldn't.
of today.
It probably shouldn't.
And it shouldn't.
Oh man,
We have to be appropriately inappropriate, people.
what great fun.
What great fun. It was not. It was
Great fun.
It was a bad day at the time.
Super duper bad. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It's taken a long time for that to become a fun day for me.
How long would you say?
I don't know, 25 years. Whenever
Because
the first time I
when
told
did you tell me? Yeah,
when
exactly.
I was able to bring delight to you with it, then
Then you realized, hang on, this might be good.
Yeah.
Hey, Sylphine, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Hey.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's the thing. Tragedy plus time equals comedy, right?
Oh, prom court. Yeah.
Prom court is pretty good. Yeah.
Prom court is when you like, you have like two couples, and like the guys agreed they would split the limousine, but one dude paid for it and the other one hasn't paid for it, and they have to go to prom court.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking more like king and queen. And like all the people who are in the running for it. And then like you follow like the different parties, like who's going to be elected.
Like one of the, like a Gary Marshall movie kind of.
Sure, yeah.
I like it.
Like a Gary Marshall movie.
But
with vomit.
You know what high school kids love? It's Gary Marshall.
Give Penny a cameo. It's like the principal. Perfect. Perfect!
What do high school kids love more than Gary Marshall? His sister, Penny Marshall. I mean, they probably like her more these days because she's alive.
I think so, right?
I believe Penny Marshall.
Penny
is
Marshall's
alive.
still.
Gary Marshall no longer alive. What a fun personality.
Oh,
Oh,
hello there, Dan Lewis. How you doing?
Louis
How did
Reno.
you enjoy your cinema experience, my friend? I hope it lived up to your expectation.
Your cinesperience.
Anyway, so yeah, I woke up on Monday and I just had the thing where like the nasal passage through the throat is just a little raw and like feeling like it's like
By woke up on Monday, you mean didn't wake up on Monday?
Well, I mean like
You like
I
kind
did
of
wake up to do the make
early
the
in the
snack
morning.
and the help the boy put on the sunscreen
Then
and the
back to
stuff, and then it
sleep.
was like go back to sleep, and then
kind of poker at like 9:30. It's like, hey,
we're gonna do a stream.
show,
I was
or-
like, ugh. So thank you for that. Thank you to all of you who reached out. K-pop fan mom in particular.
Oh, man,
I don't
that
know
was nice.
if K-pop is here. I don't know if I've seen in the chats.
Are you well enough for squats?
I am well enough for squats.
Thank
I know I'm
goodness.
not sick in the legs. Here we go.
Sick in the legs.
I got leg sickness. 2, 3, 4.
Gary Marshall was Buck Cluck. Who's Buck Cluck? Is that a
7.
Laverne and Shirley thing?
8. No, was that in Chicken Little? 9.
Oh, sure. Okay, that makes sense. I love his voice.
10.
Gary Marshall's voice is so naturally funny to me. Him and Dan Hedaya are like the perfect like old angry New York guy voices.
Pretty great. Chicken Little's dad.
It's great.
Makes sense. No, it's okay, Dan. I'm not like an invalid. It's just right now it's like a lungs and throat thing. It's not like a, but I think it's still good to move your body.
She needs to move the body. She needs to use
I
it.
do
We're not
need to
doing
move the
anything
body.
crazy.
It went well. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Dan. I'm glad to hear that you found Thunderbolts up to your standards. Let's see. What else do I have around here? Our poor Frenchie. This was so cute when it was brand new.
Let me see him here. He looks like he's got kind of a bitter beer face, you know.
Yeah, and also like the ear growing out of the front of the face situation. It's fine. And our Chihuahua, he's doing okay. He's doing better. His ears obviously seen better days. He's still looking kind of cutie. I've been working on editing together the video for the Chinese crested. Here's how he's doing.
He looks great.
I'm gonna try not to move him too much because I'm trying to get a natural decay progression photo series. But look at this gorgeous beast. Oh, yes. Finally starting to live up to the title of world's ugliest dog.
He's doing great.
True blue. Yes, it does look like that Chihuahua beat up the Frenchie. But who beat up this crested? He's looking so good.
He really is. He's aging fantastic.
Yes, he really.
Even as he decays, like, you know, all the parts are staying in the right place at least.
I mean, did we make him first? We made him before I made the Frenchie and the Chihuahua, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if you, I mean, like the Chihuahua's ear is completely deflated. There's no part of this guy that's completely without air. He's just sort of shriveling, you know.
Part of that, I would imagine, is that you have been more diligent about keeping him in the same place, keeping him upright, you know, not tossing around.
Yes, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of the 160s completely lost air. It just it's just done pretty well. So genetics.
Exactly, true blue. Blue. Prested just has good
genes. You got the good genes. All right.
Apple bottom jeans. Ears with the fur.
You know what? It's got those original dogs from the land bridge crossing genes.
That's right.
Along with its friend the Chihuahua. Oh. I'm not a mather. I'm a balloon artist. Thank you. It's good to know. I don't do math.
I know you'd never realized she wasn't a mather.
The Bowser? Oh, you mean the mask that was on this one? That was a wearable Bowser mask. That was fun. We made that for the Twitch. Was it the Twitch fridge?
Oh, perhaps so.
Because that was a really interesting. Day. Yeah, because it was like, guess who's coming to dinner, and it was like Bowser. Is Bowser's coming to dinner? And so it was like, okay, I'll make a big Bowser mask and like a fork and a spoon or something. No idea why your stuff is repeating. Are you on phone or are you? I don't see it repeating. Annie.
Yeah, it's not.
So it might just be that you see it yourself, that it repeats, which I know is a super annoying glitch. But just so you know, I don't see it that way. I don't see it here that way either. So I think you're good. I do apologize if it's confusing to you to see it. And what else? Oh, right. So Twitch just announced their open call for content for TwitchCon 2026. Now, we've been to 2025, 24, and 23.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to 26.
That'd be great.
I'm not going to go unless I am being hired to do an official function.
And I'm not going to go unless Shana is.
That would be weird, frankly. That would
be
strange. So, I'm trying to come up with a good pitch to Twitch for what we can do, what value we can offer TwitchCon. Now, last year we did a live session where we taught folks how to make balloon animals, and we did a chicken detective live. We taught them to make a dog. We taught them to make a sword. We did a big game of keepy uppy. I got some good advice on that one, actually. And just like, you know, it's been a balloon popping party. That honestly sounds like pretty fun. But, okay, hear me out. After making this huge owl mask, right? Oh, I'm not on the, let's play that again. after making this bad boy, I could make these for a few fun emotes. You know, like not every emote is going to be as equally balloonable. But I think that'd be pretty fun, like photo booth opportunity to have a bunch of wearable, play withable balloon masks that are of the Twitch lore.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be kind of fun. Another thing that would be kind of cool. Well, so last time we had an Artist Alley table booth, which was lovely.
That was.
I really
was
like
very
having
nice.
an Artist Alley
Stable
area.
base. That's cool.
Yeah, because you get a base where it's like I can always put my stuff in this locked cabinet. I can always sit here. Like there's a chair for me here if I need to sit. I rarely sit when I'm at TwitchCon. I like to be on my feet, but you have a place as your home base, and that is very convenient. So it would be cool to have that again. Although, would it be better to just do something? Because I feel like having an Artist Alley booth. I see the Artist Alley booths, and these people blow me away with how well thought out their displays are, their booth decoration.
I would love to have one. I do feel sometimes like maybe we're taking a spot from somebody who would really use the space to sell.
Right. To sell their art. Because
And
we're
so,
not
like,
selling our art.
Maybe it would be better if we ask Twitch for a spot.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be Artist Alley, although it could be in that area. But instead of taking one of
Like
the
an
booths,
activation, to use
Yeah.
convention planner speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, this is a thing. Maybe in the partner lounge, maybe in like,
or maybe just a spare room that doesn't have a thing active at one time, you can do an event there where we're not taking a slot from some other streamer who's like, oh,
who's
this
got
is my
the
chance.
hustle,
And it
who's
was
got
like
the
merch to
merch
sell.
to fill. I love it. Like, if you go to TwitchCon, set aside a day to peruse Artist Alley because these
Set aside
streamers,
part of your budget
yeah,
to get a couple things.
or a lot. Yeah,
Or a
they
lot.
they
Whatever
basically
works for you,
take
but
this
like,
10 by 10 square foot space, maybe even cubic foot space because it does go up.
Yeah.
And they just create their own little cube of reality where it's like there's wallpaper, there's hanging displays, there's interactive things, there's these cute little. I mean, they just really go all out. And like, I did not do that because I had a lot of work to do. I was going to be making balloons for people. I was going to be working on the Dino Dance, like wearable sculpture that Puzzles rocked, and all this stuff. I didn't have time to also decorate the whole booth in balloon decor, So, yeah, we're just kind of thinking about it. If you have any great ideas, if something occurs to you where you're like, this would be really cool, share it in the Discord, will you? I would really love to hear what people think. Speaking of the Discord.
No. Richie's son has reached muffin levels of tired destruction.
Oh, no.
Send help. Send the army. End of transmission. And Richie was never heard from again.
He sent the pigeon out. Godspeed. Flap, 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 flap.
Richie, all I can say is many
Muffin.
handy distractions are your friend. Just like, hey, eat this snack over here. Hey, have a drink of this. Hey, there's an interesting thing. Let's just get to bed. Quick, quick, quick.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Don't let the shark come to a rest until it is time to come to a
Oh my
rest.
goodness. So I wanted to. I am not always the best at like staying up to date with our Discord, but I did notice some cool things happening in there recently. And I want to reach out to people about them, but let's see. So Amanda Jane mentioned that she actually got to make the shark glove balloon animal for a kid at the dentist's office. I love that. makes me very happy to hear that. And what else do we have here? Oh, Cheeky Healer. Can I share this? Let me see. So remember how Cheeky Healer had the drawing of Muffin as Lee Jennings, lead singer of the Funeral Portrait, right? So let me see. Do I have? I don't even think I've shown you this, Mr. Sharp. You remember how we made the
Lee
balloon?
Jennings, yeah.
We made the balloon one. Okay, well here is what someone else from the community,
The funeral portrait community.
yeah, the funeral portrait community made. It's not showing up. Hang on, let me see if I can. Discord there. Okay. Look at this. Someone made a Muffin Lee plush, like a handmade
What?
Muffin Lee plush. Yes.
What?
I know. I think they must have taken a muffin plush
Right.
and then
put
made the little shirt on it
and
and
the
put
hair.
on the hair. But how adorable is that? So basically, like the whole community of the funeral portrait fandom has been all about this. That right there is a comment from the actual band. So very cool.
Wait, what was the comment from the band?
Oh my God! Very, very exciting. So I love that this has like taken off. The original, of course, was Cheeky Healer saying like it was a inter-community like gift exchange,
Right.
and the only thing this person knew about Cheeky Healer was that they love Bluey, and so this person drew. I think it's their son drew a portrait of them.
Because I know they like
for
funeral
them.
portrait and Bluey. So
they combined
boom.
Lee
then
and
you
Muffin and made Muffin Lee
Made a version of that drawing.
as a balloon.
And then this person
Made the
a version
balloon out of a
you.
plush. Yeah, isn't that
That's
fun?
great. This does sound like a good community.
This is the internet like happening. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like this is when it's
That's
wholesome
nice.
and it's good stuff. So that was really cool to
It's a
see.
nice thing.
Very happy to see that. What else here in the Nothing More Variant. I don't think she's here. Had this is all posted in our Discord in the Smile chat, but it looks like Nothing More Variants community came together and put on a birthday party rave for her this weekend. 2 stages, a dozen DJs, drinks, snacks, and safety supplies, and an altar for loved ones and comrades. It was wonderful. It looks amazing. It's just it was like an outdoor in the woods music fun festival, and they packed up at dawn, and it just the pictures are great. It's just really nice to see that. I've never had a community like that would just throw a late night forest rave for me. I think that's spectacular. This is why channels like this are great. Inspires others in their fields of creativity. We do not create in a vacuum because art is communication. Art is a conversation. And yeah, it's beautiful to see people reply. It's fantastic. Makes me so excited. What else do we have here? Oh, Silent Elegance, some very nice wish. K-pop fan mom not only sent me like a good feel better soon message in Discord, but also sent us a very lovely donation. I just, I'm sitting there in bed not feeling good, and then my phone dings, and it's like, you just got. And I'm like, what? How did I get a PayPal donation for my stream? I'm not even on right now.
Who would send a
And
donation
she
when you're
just
not on?
did. It was
That's a very nice thing.
very heartwarming, very kind. Thank you. And yeah, it's been all kinds of good stuff. Ooh, cat tag.
I did immediately gamble that on the Utah Jazz winning the draft lottery, which they did not. But
No,
it was a wonderful sentiment.
it truly was. Thank you for that. Heading over to your art now. There's Sardonyx. I love it. That's a great one, Annie. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to friends. Dr. Hogarth has also been sharing a lot of art stuff recently, and I
She's
love
doing
that.
interesting stuff.
Yeah, very interesting stuff. Tales from the Fray. I wanna dedicate some time to really get caught up on her content and then spend more time talking about that. I unfortunately haven't had a lot of time, but it's basically like live animated, but it's not computer animated. I mean, be computer animated, but all of the artwork is hand painted. Do you know what I mean? So like it's animating, but like it's moving art that was hand drawn and painted. It's a really fascinating medium, and yeah, awesome indeed, Richie. Agree. Silent Elegance, thank you so much for your kind message. Oh, hello.
Porter's Puppet
Hello
Pile.
there. Porter's Puppet Pile, how are you? Welcome. Get in here. What were you up to on stream? Hello, Rewind and Design. Hello, hello. Greetings to you.
I can feel camaraderie there, and that the Jazz didn't win out either. I feel no camaraderie.
What? Look who's being so kind. It's Rewind. Thank you so much. Yeah. K-Win, hello. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Mr. Christoph. Another Mr. Good to have you, friends.
I actually just got raided into this room because I had Porter's Puppet Pile open in another browser window.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mr. Sharp was lurking.
Hey, Porter's Puppet Pile,
I
thanks for
love
taking
it.
us here. I like this place.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
wow. Good place, good place.
The
How
lady is
fun.
cute, but she seems weird.
Now, I actually was, when I was this morning kind of, I am weird. Scrolling through, I did see, it looked like you were, so it's a pixelation of Mr. K's face. I don't know everything about the stream. I don't know who Mr. K is, but, is it Mr. Christoph? I see a Mr. and then a K there. But it was pixelized, but then it was like, were you crocheting? Like, each pixel, you're Mr. K. I didn't want to assume, you know what I mean? When I assume, I'm often wrong, as they say, as the saying goes. So
what is the old phrase?
how does it go when you assume
I
you
am wrong
suck?
a lot.
Yeah, that's how it is. I loved it. That's like I've never seen anyone crochet a pixelized image, so that was really cool. Anyway, we're happy to have you. You rendered a photo of your husband, Mr. K, yes, and then now you're crocheting every pixel a different color into a tapestry of a pillow. I love it. What fun. Porter's Puppet Pile, thank you so much for the love. And we, hey, my chatters, we highly recommend Porter's Puppet Pile.
And hey,
That should be like a no-brainer.
Mr. K, what's up?
What's up?
You know, just like
Mr. to Mr.
just like supporting, yeah, Mr. to Mr. So
Misters supporting Misters.
Work, dude.
Sup?
Right.
Oh, you've enjoyed the YouTube videos. Amazing work. Oh my gosh,
Thank
Thank you. We're trying a thing. Yeah. Well, it's lovely to have you here. Welcome. We are kind of, we are going to do kind of a short stream today. Oh my gosh, thank you. Should I call you Porter's Puppet Pile, or shall I call you Triple P? Or no, probably not that one. How would you like to be referred to? You said you found both you guys. You found both of us within half an hour.
Wow.
This has been your fated 30 minutes of good content.
Sometimes the internet works like that. Like the algorithm, you know, you just gotta you gotta get into the algorithm the right way, and then as soon as you do, you're like, oh yeah, it's finally showing me this thing that I like, and this thing that I like, and this thing that I like.
I mean, that is the thing about rating.
Right.
It is not, you're not purely trusting a computer to know what you like. You're trusting the streamer whose content you like to then send you in a direction that you will continue to enjoy. And if you don't vibe with where you get rated to, it's no harm, no foul. You can just be like, cool, peace. I support the first streamer. This isn't really my vibe, but it's cool to know. But if they do introduce you to someone you like, amazing. It's a little more.
I try to be all over the map with our raids. I try to do various different genres and interests and styles, and hopefully, you know, we find someone that you like now and then, and sometimes there'll be people you don't dig as much, and I apologize for that, but that's the process.
We're experimenting
Gotta
too.
trust the process.
I just 3P coming in with a 3D. Ah, yes. I see. Clearly meant to be Rewind. Clearly. Just
3D meant to be.
you have a Triple H
does
and
that
now
mean?
a Triple
That was
P. I love it. So many triple P. I love it. Triple P. Let me show you.
P.
Let me take the time to show you real quick a large project I was working on this last weekend. I don't have it in person anymore, but this is the photo set of a gigantic owl mask that I was commissioned to make. It's really cool. I have some more angles of it, so I will show that to you. This is the mask here on a tripod. They wanted it as like a photo op for a pre-prom party, so the kids could either pose with
Pre-prom party.
pre-prom, another triple P,
That's
so they could
triple P.
pose in front of or around the owl, but also the owl is wearable. That is me in my my trademark jumpsuit. It's not trademarked. Very nice. There it is, me wearing it. This is how I could see if it was working, because I couldn't see a mirror while I have it on, so I had to like take a video of myself modeling it to make sure that it sat right and that I wasn't crazy. Okay, well, it didn't prove anything about that,
Holy
but
cow.
holy cowl.
Cowl? It is kind of a cowl in a
Kind of a
sense.
cowl.
It's like a little bit of a cowl.
So that's the mask there. 3/4 profile. You know, we gotta show it off. That's it in the studio, which is hecka messy.
Hecka messy.
Yeah. Excellent modeling. Why, thank you. I'm better at modeling when I'm not showing my face. It's so cool. I'm glad you like it. I'm really glad that the client liked it because, when someone's paying you money to make a thing, you really want them to be pleased with the final result. Don't trust a clean studio. That's exactly right. Clean studio? I'm sorry. I question your dedication to art. The mess is the art. My art is not just balloons. It's my life. He's making faces at me, Mr. Sharp is.
I don't disagree. I can still laugh at you.
This was my prototype. Look how far it came from the prototype. Wham, wham. You'd be like, I don't know. But honestly, like if I showed up with something like this, they probably would have been like, that's amazing, because it's still the biggest balloon they'd ever seen.
Yeah, they're simple.
Yeah. But like, look at how great it ended up looking. Oh, I started looking at like actual pictures of great horned owls, and I'm like, I really need to make a less cartoony of a beak. I need to really kind of hone in on like
Really
a more naturalistic looking.
Gotta capture the gravitas,
Yes. Thank you. Anyway, it was very fun. And now I'm thinking about what other kind of cool wearable masks can I pitch to the organizers at TwitchCon San Diego 2026 so that they will somehow compensate me so I don't lose a ton of money going to TwitchCon. That is always...
We'll be here, but...
we won't be here for too long.
Take care of yourself.
If you come back and we've raided out, many... Oh, I didn't do the raid lightsaber. Holy heck. Triple P, what are your two favorite colors today?
Mr. K, if you want.
Yeah, or you can outsource that to Mr. K. The indentation of the pupil. Thank you. Orange and turquoise. RC. Okay, bye. We love you, RC. And have a good meeting. I'm gonna make a turquoise and orange. It's a lovely color combo. Raid lightsaber for the Triple P. And then we're probably gonna start moseying our way out of here. Just cause oh man, today the Sharp family is going to a Dodgers game.
Oh yeah. We will be headed to the 7 p.m. Dodgers game. I will endeavor to do a Mr. Sharp stream from Dodger Stadium at some point in there. I can't guarantee what time because it's going to be based on what our comings and goings and perambulations and direction. Mookie Betts's game time status. It's Mookie Betts bobblehead doll. That's exciting.
Come on.
Everybody gets Mookie Betts bobbleheads.
Will there be a Dodger dog? That is the important part. My very first Dodgers game, I made sure to get tickets for Dollar Dodger Dog Night. the best night to go. I don't know if they still are doing that promotion.
I think so.
Okay. I had read that it had come back that year after being on hiatus for a while.
No.
Yeah. So who knows?
Maybe
Anyway,
not. I don't know.
that was a while ago, though.
We don't go to enough Dodger games to get like a reasonable sampling.
Exactly. But yes, this is a Mr. Sharp birthday present from his family. So, by the way, Mr. Sharp's birthday, the 17th. It's coming up, friends. It's coming up. I'm going to wrap this around here.
Oh, that looks nice. That's a nice.
Yeah, it is. It's a very good color combo.
I like that I don't really like the really primary blue and like the the pure blue, pure orange on each other. But I do like this with like a little less saturation.
Yeah, you just like it a little more, like a little more yellow in your blue.
I just like it a little subtler, a little more mature.
I see how it is. Which is interesting because I think overall in the turquoise versus like primary blue, you might go more blue, right? Just as a single color?
I don't like straight on blue. Like full on I guess what we'd call royal blue.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of royal blue.
Well, I
do
know
like
you're
turquoise, light
anti-monarchy.
Blue, ice blue. I'm anti-monarchy, and that's mostly what it is.
Yeah. Blue's a little fashy for me.
Exactly. I love my favorite is like a midnight blue.
Oh,
or like
okay,
a gray blue. Those are like really good colors.
Orders. Puppet. Pile.
And
the Triple P.
Mr. K Rewind and Design, thank you for the birthday wishes.
Yeah, indeed. Mr. Sharp will be turning
20, let's go with like a 7?
45.
45.
45. What? Halfway to 90.
Halfway to 90.
Halfway to 90.
Almost half a century.
It does a bit look
Weird.
like Perry the Platypus.
Weird.
I can see that right now. It's perfect. Mr. Sharp, I've written Porter's Puppet Pile on the Raid lightsaber. What? McWeevil just got a gifted sub from Porter's Puppet Pile. Congratulations, McWeevil. All right.
Day over 20. God, if there was a 20-year-old that sounded like me, what have they been doing to themselves?
Oh no! How many dresses did they vomit on? All right, I've got Porter's Puppet Pile. You're written upon my Raid lightsaber. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, this doesn't look like a lightsaber, and you're right. It doesn't look like a lightsaber, but it does sound like one. A little quiet today. Maybe it's feeling a bit under the weather, as am I, huh? There it is. Beautiful. The sound actually does come from the sword, which is just a fun little clown trick. Weird thing. Well, oh, are these? And they're ooh. Okay, friends. Has anyone tried 4D gummy blocks? They're 3D plus delicious. So we're going to try this. What science is this? Oh, it's not science. It's magic. I don't know. I think they're talking about the Raid Saber, but yes. The Raid Saber is science. It's maybe the Bernoulli principle, but I'm not a scientist, so don't take my word for it. But air goes between these two balloons very quickly. And so it creates a low pressure area so the balloons get sucked together. But when they get sucked together, then they get pulled apart and then together and then apart and then together and then apart. And so when the balloons hit each other, it makes this sound. But when that happens in a very rapid succession, it makes a kind of noise. You get it. Bink plus bink plus bink equal. But now we're going to see if these 4D gummy blocks, which I put in the freezer, which may have been what makes them not work, but I just felt like gummy blocks would be too squishy to actually fit together, you know what I mean? Mr. Christoph, thank you. It does make me very popular / annoying at birthday parties. Okay.
They do fit together.
Okay. This is we made actual fit togetherable building blocks out of balloons before.
Oh, wait, so you got a 6-piece?
I did. I got a 6, a 4, and a 2. Let's see.
Oh, I do have a 4. I thought I mostly just had 2s.
This is a 4, and here's a 2. Yep. No, it fits together. And then here's the 6.
Oh.
They do fit together. And they're cute.
I saw some other ones that were like a penguin or a llama, like a little kit that you could build. I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. He's going to build them, and then he's not going to want to eat them. Wait, you got 2 6 blocks?
I got 2 6 blocks.
I thought it was only 2s at first.
I mean, I bet it's random because I got another 4 in here.
We should take a couple out and let them thaw and try to do.
Yeah. Here, I'll.
Like
I bet
regular
the
weight, too.
smaller ones will thaw faster. So I'll leave. Here, I'm gonna eat one of the 6s. They are frozen again, so they're probably not too gummy right now. But they're cool looking. I'll give them that. It's yeah, frozen gummy, difficult to eat.
You kind of have to suck on it for a
Got to
little bit
warm
and
it up a
let
bit.
Yeah, let it warm up.
Okay.
Jello Legos? Pretty much.
Yeah. Basically
Real
Jello
flavor
Legos,
for
Ann.
food.
Flavors had a different band, but they were gummy brand, but gummy blocks, and they stacked just fine. Fantastic. There we go. I managed to buy it.
Chip tooth would not make for a good Dodger Dog experience. Too true.
But they're 4D, 3D plus delicious. Play with your food. Yeah, that's the one thing where I'm like, I don't know if I want, because like, you just got to really, really wash your hands before you eat these, because you're gonna like play with them, and then you're gonna put them in your mouth. It's like, make sure we got clean hands.
I feel like these are road trip snacks for him.
Mm-hmm.
Where like he's got clean hands going into the car. You can give it to him. He's gonna be there for a while. He can play with it.
Office Drummer!
Office Drummer! Hello,
What's
my friend.
up?
Good to see
How
you.
you doing? Oh,
Office
man.
Drummer, I've enjoyed seeing you appearing on the streets of Los Angeles.
Live in the world. How brave. Yeah, that was
Drumming in the
cool.
world.
I saw a video. Were you drumming on like Venice Beach or something? Looked fantastic.
I think I saw you on Sunset.
Also, I really want to do a balloon show with a live drummer.
Oh,
So,
man.
Office Drummer, if ever there's a time where you're like, I've got time, let's do it.
Right.
I would love that. I think that would be a fantastic. You know one? What? Who? Wait, but like a good one? That's
Honestly, he could be talking about himself, or he could be like, "Oh yeah, no, I know a guy who's like a live drummer who does comedy."
I mean, I've done a lot of improv, and I love doing live improv with a live musician. But you know, it's a lot. I think just live drum would be so cool because you can do so much with percussion. Do you know what I mean? Fantastic. You got some gummies for yourself, Cheeky Healer. By the way, were you here when we were showing off the Muffin Lee stuff? That was so cool. Hang on, I'm going to show it off
It was
again.
such a fun little artistic journey.
I love it. I'm so happy that this occurred, that we made a balloon based on a drawing, and then that balloon became, she can do it.
Rewinded Design, thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again.
Yeah. Someone made a muffin plushie for the funeral portrait based on the balloon, based on the drawing, based on the concept by Cheeky Healer. And I'm loving this. Bye, Rewind. It's so nice to meet you. Yeah, we love Office Drummer. If you need like a pick-me-up, you need like a little boost to your day, a little dopamine, little I don't know. What do drums do? There's just something that they do. You can like feel them.
They get you pumped up.
I can feel the difference between like a drum machine drums and like actual like percussion. It just is. It hits different, and that maybe is a little too on the nose. But it's fantastic to see it happen live, to see how casually Office Drummer just like, that's what's impressive to me. It's just like you hear these crazy rhythms, these like polyrhythms, these like and you just look at his face and he's just like having fun,
Oh man,
just
that guy's a good
relaxing, and
time.
you're just like, what? How are you the master?
I don't know if there's anybody having a better time on Twitch than Office Drummer. Or he does a very good job of faking it. It looks like
You
he's
do an
having a great
excellent
time.
job of faking having a good time. They also made a squirrel with green hair called Squirrely. See what they did there?
The original
See what
artist
they
is
did
very
there?
flattered by everything too. Could you imagine just doing a little sketch and you're like, I wish I could do more. It's just like a simple sketch of a
And
character
wasn't it
you
like a son of the fan who had done that? That's true. That's true, Office. But if imagine if one day you learned to twist balloons, you'd be unstoppable.
Office, where are you finding wildflowers? Did you go to one of like the big,
Oh yeah,
big
one of like
blooms on the hill or
super
something?
bloom. Did you get a bunch of like California poppies? But he's older. That's okay. It was a good drawing. If that was a drawing by a 7-year-old, I'd be like, whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, like if our son all of a sudden just like
drew like a
boom
muffin. And I'm like, oh, that's
on spec muffin.
he did complete his first novel the
That is
other
true.
day.
That is true. We should have a reading of that.
Space novel.
Space novel.
I'd say it's his sophomore book. His first book was The Adventures of Baby Potato Chip.
Which we still need to bind because
This has definitely shown progress in the narrative arc. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Our sweet little kindergartner.
Yeah, he's come a long way from Baby Potato Chip.
Yeah. It's almost a full-grown potato chip. Ooh. I know. We'll show that one off at a later stream. We probably want to do a little more preparing for that. Oh, good be. Yes. Comic makers. Yeah. He is now a comic book creator, probably due in no small part to Dave Pilkey's series, Cat Kid Comic Club. Is there a child in your life? 2 recommendations. 1, SharpBalloons YouTube. Come on. 2, Dave Pilkey. Anything by. You just gotta like hold tight through the super immature poop jokes and just realize that they know their audience. This is who they're talking to. And then go for the ride of creativity is accessible and easy and fun. And like morality is a thing you should think about. And like you don't have to be super smart to be a good like citizen. It's just a really good. I don't know, because it's not even like a series of books. It's like multiple series of books. But Dave Pilkey, all the way, is like single-handedly.
Pilkeyverse.
Yeah, the Pilkeyverse is really good for kids. And I feel like there's maybe a lot of parents out there who are like, ugh, so many poop jokes. And it's like, yeah, but like, what if that were okay? Because we do all poop and it is kind of funny. And then what if we let that grab the kids' attention and then all of a sudden they're reading to themselves and laughing out loud? That's fantastic.
And
Used
you
to
still love Captain Underpants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say like, oh, Captain Underpants is less than. It's his journey. He was building the characters of Harold and George and Harold, building those. Then yeah, it's a really good oeuvre. I always have. Is it un oeuf? It's just a really good egg. No.
Hey, nice oeuvre.
An oeuvre. Yes, I appreciate his oeuvre. You still make poop jokes. Exactly. Knock, knock.
He's got oeuvres like Jagger. Sorry. Who's
God.
there?
Oh, my God.
Who's there? I should have finished yours
Yeah,
before.
yeah, you should. Let's try that again. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Europe.
You're a poo.
Europoo.
He's got oeuvres like Jagger.
He's got them ooves like Jagger. He's got them ooves like Jagger. Which, I mean, like, Jagger's got a very impressive oeuvre.
I mean,
I
he
would say.
does.
He does.
He does.
He does, though. Name someone who's got better ears. Okay. What are we doing here? We're probably wasting time. So at this point, I'm going to say thank you all for your well wishes, for hanging out, for oohing and awing appropriately over the photos of the amazing owl mask that it probably took me about 5 hours to make this thing. And I was very, very pleased with it. I wish I could have shown it to you guys. It was just kind of coming down to the wire where I was like, either I'm going to spend 4 hours and get this done, or I'm going to spend 6 hours and still not have it done if I stream. So, but I'm glad it was nice to be able to show you all this fun thing. And we'll be doing the Los Angeles Dodgers game tonight. Who are they playing, Mr. Sharp? I don't even know. I guess you don't know either. That's fine.
Oakland, or not Oakland anymore. Sacramento Athletics.
The Sacramento Athletics. Okay. Oh,
I have a weird affinity. Oh, so you go ahead.
No. I guess you'd said it earlier. Can be remembered.
Weird affinity for like teams that have like one season in a place. This is the only year they're going to be in Sacramento. They're moving
really?
to Las Vegas, but their stadium isn't ready, and so they're not staying in Oakland. They're just like, we're going to spend 1 year in Sacramento.
That's strange.
There's never been a Sacramento Athletics, and there will not be again.
Really?
Yeah.
They're going to Vegas.
They are.
What's up with Vegas? Is like getting a bunch of sports teams now. Okay, all right. I guess they have money. West Sacramento, to be exact, 3 seasons, says Nikki Painter. Are you in that
season?
Are you in the area? It's going to take that long to make the. Well, that's a bit longer than 1. So I see you can actually like build up a little bit of a fan base there, just to break their hearts when you leave eventually. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing tonight, and then hopefully streaming again tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some speed balloons tomorrow. And by the way, it's not open yet, but this is your reminder to start thinking about your subscriber gratitude request for the month of May. What is the one balloon that you would have me make if I could make a balloon for you? Please limit it to 1 figure, not a full like tableau of like 7 figures. That would be a little tricky. If you submit that and you win, I'll make it, but I'm going to simplify it. So if you'd like to get the full Shana treatment, a single character.
Might give you a little stank.
I might give you a little stank, but I'll do it because you know me. I don't know how to say no. Anyway, yeah, let's go, Dodgers. Let's go.
Clap, clap.
Mookie Betts bobblehead. Let's go.
Clap, clap.
I'm excited about that. All right. Now, they're playing at the field down the street from your job? That's kind of fun, Nikki. Okay, Mr. Sharp.
Yes,
this has been lovely, but we are going to wrap it up now so that we can, it's early release from school today, so we got to go pick up the boy and have a lot of fun.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. I missed you yesterday and over the weekend, and I will hopefully stream again tomorrow. Big loves to Porter's Puppet Pile. Thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for bringing your folks over. Lovely to meet you all. And Mr. Christoph, you look fantastic in little squares. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that before. All right. Oh, your American family members are Dodgers fans, so you will be supporting them today. Excellent. We have the support of Richie from the UK. Wonderful. Thank you, Richie. It's awesome for me as well. Mr. Sharp, do you know who we're going to raid out this room of fine human beings?
Yes. Let's head over to Socket Tumi.
Okay, how do I spell this?
SOCKET. TUMI.
TUMI. Socket Tumi.
Socket Tumi.
I see what they did there. What's Socket Tumi doing?
It is their birthday hullabaloo. And they're doing like a collaborative drawing with their folks. It's
birthday hullabaloo?
A little clown.
Collaborative drawing?
Animated clown.
Clown? This sounds like fun. Now, I should let you all know that Socket To Me is a channel that is intended for mature audiences. whereas we cater directly to the immature. So brace yourself. You may hear a swear or have some, conversational topics that are not all ages.
Where?
You'll survive. I know you will. And if not, then come with us on the raid.
Died of hearing a swear.
No! Yeah, clutched pearls just a little too hard. So yeah, copy and paste one of the raid messages, whichever works for you. If you are a subscriber, you got those fun emotes. If not, just plain balloons. Everyone loves balloons. Who doesn't love seeing balloons? So please do copy and paste the raid message, just because it always makes me feel pretty great when I get a raid and I see all the people put up the raid call. It's just real. It's a nice little boost of energy that you can get. And as a streamer, you need that. You need all you can get. So thank you, Mr. K. We will have a lot of fun at the game. We'll be thinking of you all. And again, Mr. SharpBalloons will be streaming. So don't forget to follow Mr. SharpBalloons. Okay, everybody, bye. Have a great time. And talk it to me. Bye.